Hi everyone, my name is Callie Lovett, and I wanted to come to YouTube to share my story with everyone. So, back in March of this year, I found out I had childhood cancer. Um, so this has honestly been quite a difficult journey, and I figured I'd share my story for others that are going through something similar and just need that little bit of boost that I know I needed. So back in March, I was diagnosed with a malignant peripheral nerve sheath tumor, also known as MPNST. Typically, it is found in patients with neurofibromatosis, either type 1 or type 2. I do not have neurofibromatosis. It was kind of just an environmental factor that caused this to happen. But yeah, I was diagnosed, and then on May 1st of this year, I had my tumor resected, where I had 100% of it removed with negative margins, and I am still, 4 months later, cancer-free. Currently, I'm going through proton therapy as well as chemotherapy, and I'm about halfway through both of those treatments. So for those of you who don't know, proton therapy or proton radiation, for me, is a daily treatment every single day down in Philadelphia, which is about 2.5 hours from where I live. Proton therapy is a very specialized form of radiation. It goes in and targets cells rather than just a specific area, and it is a very advanced form and very advanced technology. That's why I have to go to Philadelphia. As for my chemo, every 3 weeks I'm receiving ifosfamide and doxorubicin. Right now, since I'm going through radiation, I'm only receiving the ifosfamide, which is honestly a lot better. But it's still hard to go through. So the reason I wanted to make this video is that I know there's others out there that have something similar to me or are going through a different type of cancer, whether it's childhood or, you're going through cancer as an adult. Everyone needs that little bit of boost of confidence that they got this. So for me, cancer, has honestly changed my life. It changes everyone's life. It's kind of kicked me down, and I had to rebuild. I had to make the foundation, and I had to build upon it and just trust that everything was going to be okay. Now, it's really hard to do that as a cancer patient because everything is just kind of in the air, and you don't know where your life's going to take you, or whether or not you're going to come out on the other side of this. With cancer, everyone I know says they have PTSD, anxiety, afraid of reoccurrence, and trust me, all of those feelings are valid. But you have to tell yourself that you are in the best hands possible. As for me, I was very lucky. I have CHOP, University of Pennsylvania, Boston General, and Lehigh Valley Health Network all on my case. But no matter what doctors you have, they are always there, and they have your best interest in mind. So you just have to believe in them. And just tell yourself that although things may not seem okay, you are going to be okay. For me, I've had a hard time coping with the fact, why am I, unlike fellow patients, why am I given the life, like my life? Why am I allowed to continue living? And it's been a very hard fact to deal with, not that I don't deserve life. It's just that why me? Why not the 3-year-old in the room next to me who has a bone marrow transplant? Why not the 5-year-old down the hall that's screaming in pain from their treatment? It's hard going through all of this. Most people don't realize how much cancer treatment takes a toll on you mentally. Going in the hospitals and seeing parents just screaming, crying, dropping to the floor because their child is so ill. It's just heartbreaking, as a patient, and I can't even start to imagine what the nurses go through, or that of a parent. I know my mom's taking this very hard, as well as the rest of my family. And I honestly feel for all the other childhood cancer parents. And I honestly also feel for all the adult cancer patients, all of their families. And it's just, cancer is just a horrible disease that I don't think most people know how to cope with. And if I can be that light in someone else's life and just someone that they can look up to and say, you got this, your battle is going to be won, your battle is your own, that you are more than capable of going through. That's the person I want to be. Because when I first started my battle, I didn't think I was strong enough to get through it. I went through a 12-and-a-half-hour surgery. I was in the ICU for 3 days on a ventilator. Like, I did not think I was going to do it. But, you know, here I am, 4 months post-op, and I'm honestly doing better than I was before. You know, cancer, another factor of it is it changes you as a person. You have this kind of identity crisis as you're going through treatment and as you're coming out on the other side of it, of who you are now. You are not the same person that you were before treatment. You know, cancer kind of takes a grasp on your life and is like, here, you're going to change and you're going to change now. And unfortunately, you kind of just have to figure out what that change is going to be and who you're going to be now. You know, before cancer, I took everything for granted. I didn't say I love you enough. I didn't hang out with friends. I didn't do all this stuff that I now regret. But now that I'm on the other side of it, I talk to people more. I'm grateful for the day that I'm given every single morning when I wake up. I'm grateful for my friends, my family, and all the other blessings I have in my life, because what I didn't realize before is how quickly it can be taken away. The day I found out I had cancer, I was just having a grocery day with my mom. I was in the middle of an Aldi's parking lot when I read my results, and I looked over at my mom and said, Mom, I have cancer, and just watched her heart break. Your life can literally be changed in the matter of mere seconds. Don't live life with regrets. Do what makes you happy. Follow your dreams, accomplish your goals, and just know that you are loved. No matter what happens, you are loved. So please, take this story, take my journey, and make your journey similar. You know, if you want to take some of my lessons and, you know, turn it into your own way, do it. You know, you are strong enough, you are enough, and you are a survivor. So thank you for listening to this, and please leave a comment below if you have any questions, as I'd love to answer them. Thank you.